There is something about Indian weddings that foreigners find them so exciting and magical. When it comes to their wedding traditions, so many Indians who have relocated to America still appear to be firmly connected with their roots. In Sugarland, Unique Industrial Product Company has an Indian connection. Though the first impression might suggest that it is just another very successful American company, but as one gets inside, the Indianness in the atmosphere takes over. The employees' ethnic and religious backgrounds may differ, but there is one sweet memory that binds many of them together. And that is the most extravagant Indian wedding that they have ever attended. Yes, several years may have gone by, but they haven't forgotten the grand spectacle in Las Vegas that captured the attention of many in America. If you visit Houston and hang out in Indian circles, people still talk about the wedding of Avni Patel and Pankaj Malani very fondly.
A different type of events for different, on a different date. I think usually it's the minimum is 3 days. Oh, that's crazy. I mean, we had that, went to one of our, owner here, the weddings in Vegas. That was very festive, and then everybody's very fun of it, having fun, doing a lot of dancing, especially, and singing. Everybody's chilling, and I don't know, it's very different.
I come from a Marwari community. In Marwari community, marriages are very, very important. We wanted to have the same, flavor here. So we had a good wedding, and my daughter's wedding and my son's wedding. In my son's wedding, we went to Las Vegas, and had a very, very good wedding. Americans are totally flabbergasted by seeing an Indian wedding. For them, a concept of 3-day wedding is unbelievable. So, and on top of that, having 1,000 to 1,200 guests is unbelievable. So, they are amazed about how Indian weddings are done.
These ultra-rich Indian weddings shouldn't be a surprise to anybody, as socioeconomically, Indian Americans are doing exceptionally well in the US. According to the PW Research Center, Hindus are the most educated religious community in the USA. 71% of all Indians have a bachelor's degree or higher, and in comparison, the national average is just 28%, while 44% is the average of all Asian American groups. As many as 40% of all Indians in the United States have a doctorate, master's degree, or other professional degrees, which is again 5 times the national average. Coming from Europe, I soon discovered that the best way one can understand the accomplishments, aspirations, and challenges of the Indian community in America is only by spending a lot of time with them. My journey started in Chicago, where I met Rono Datta, who was the president of United Airlines and is now serving as the CEO of Interglobe Aviation. In San Francisco, I had an opportunity to meet and interact with Arun Sarin, the former CEO of the telecom giant Vodafone Group. I also met Kumar Malhotra, who is the chairman and chief executive officer for CCJM. So far, I have met or interacted with more than 100 prominent personalities of Indian origin in America who come from different backgrounds and have different ideologies. But one thing that almost strikes me immediately when I meet an Indian is their tendency to have close-knit families. Quite understandably, in America, many successful businesses with Indian ownership are family-owned. Back in Houston, Pankaj Malani leaves no stone unturned when it comes to carrying on the family legacy in the United States of America.
The company that we started with is called Unique Industrial Products. So it supplies to manufacturing companies in the US, and we source products overseas, and we keep 3 or 4 months worth of stock here, and then we supply it to them just in time. So from there, we've started other businesses, where there's also in distribution industry, some for oil and gas, some for construction. So they have different subsidiary companies, but our original company was started there, and then from there we've branched out into several other companies and products.
Pankaj is not alone in this. He's accompanied by his father, whose vision and hard work may have earned him the present glory, but he hasn't forgotten his humble beginnings.
The samples, within next week or so.
Okay.
Yeah, because it needs to be threaded and everything. The thread needs to be a little bit longer, so they will provide us next week.
Okay. You talk about this project.
Yeah.
It's a very important project.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Of course, I'm from India, born and brought up in a small town, and I did my engineering. My parents believed in education. Though they were not educated, they sent me to engineering school. I finished my engineering. Then I was looking for opportunity to go abroad. My sister and brother-in-law were in Houston in USA. They gave me an opportunity and they held my hand to come to USA. And I started working with them. They gave me an opportunity to run their business. I ran their business for 17 years. And then they told me, now that you know enough business, you can explore whatever you want to do. So I started my own business by 1996, and today we have about 150 people working in Houston, and we are doing business all over USA.
Every time I get an opportunity to visit these Indian-owned businesses where lots of people from different ethnic groups and nationalities work, I often think of the immense opportunity that this situation presents to introduce the Indian culture, clear the negative stereotypes, and at least give the first-hand experience of the Indianness to those who rub shoulders with their Indian colleagues regularly in an Indian-owned business. For many Americans, working under the business owners of Indian background is also a great way to get familiarized to not only the Indian culture and work ethics, but also to India.
I've been here in the United States for all my life, grown up here, and to be able to experience and be exposed to especially the Indian culture and the celebrations and their beliefs has been just a wonderful experience for me.
Another striking aspect of these Indian-owned businesses is how they can assimilate people from all over the world without having any prejudices or unwarranted preferences to any particular background. As long as the employees have a clean heart and are devoted to their work, it doesn't matter where they are from. After all, this is precisely what India's philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is all about.
My name is Waqar Ali and I'm from Pakistan. I'm working here with this company for almost 5.5 years now. I work as an operations manager and I look for all the operations, what's going on, purchasing, sales, customer service, almost everything.
We have the Thanksgiving, we have Diwali, we have Eid, and all those things, and you just make it, I just feel like home, because we have different people with different culture, different languages, and it's amazing to work over here. I mean, every morning I look forward to come here because it makes me feel like, so friendly environment.
Yeah, it's really good because we have a lot of people from all over the world and we are working, seeing their cultures and everything. You know much about everyone a little bit, like what's going on, from where are they, and then it's really good. You at least know what's around the world, and sitting here you can see the whole world.
People are people, It doesn't really matter from where they are. If they're hardworking, they're good, then, So we want to give them the equal opportunity to hire them and, grow with us. So we have people from Pakistan, Bangladesh, we have Romania, many different countries we have people working over here. And we work like a big family. And we rarely see people leaving our company, and we treat them like our family.
Personally speaking, India has taught me how to appreciate the uniqueness of all cultures through an adequate dose of cross-cultural exposure, and at the same time, to be able to take pride in being who I am. Maybe I did experience a reflection of this while interacting with these employees.
Yearly we have whole festival Diwali, Yeah, and then we get to dress up, as a like Indian outfit. It's awesome. It's and then we have like Indian food here at the same time, and then we get to know what's Diwali actually about, and then a lot of our new employees are very excited too. Like every time, like what's going on, and see everybody dressed up, and make it's like very formal thing here in our company.
The owner's generosity and humane element have enriched the company, and these bring out the best in their employees. Some employees do not even shy away comparing their experiences in an Indian-owned business to what they experienced while working for others, and that is very interesting.
It's just been a very different experience, one that they are so, I guess, welcoming and open to being available for their employees. They're very gracious and respect with their employees, which is sometimes you don't necessarily get that at other businesses, especially other places that I've worked.
He's very connected to everybody, and personally, in personal level, he has reached out to us in different kind of our personal problems too. So he's very humane. He has very like a great heart. Okay, and he always gives you good advice. He's a very good businessman, and he's very successful in the Indian community, as you all know. But the best thing about him is he has a very good heart. And I don't see him as a boss. I rather see him as a friend, to be honest.
Well, Lubna Karim is from Bangladesh. She has known the owners for many years, and it's fascinating to see this mutual respect and admiration between people of different communities. Today, India and Bangladesh are two separate nations, but culturally, these two nations still enjoy many similarities. In addition, similar aspects can also be seen in the types of challenges that they currently face. For example, quality education in rural India is something that has a big room for improvement. Mr. Malani is passionate about transforming the quality of rural education in India. He credits his dharmic principles and his upbringing for his keenness in philanthropy.
In our Hinduism, giving back is very important to us. Maybe it may be a temple, it may be a school. So it is always ingrained in our business, in our life.
Mr. Malani's work is not limited to providing education in India to the underprivileged, but even in America, he is usually at the forefront in the event of an emergency or any other humanitarian crisis. He is a well-known philanthropist in Houston and has recently donated $50,000 for COVID-19 relief in the very early stages of the relief efforts. It is unfortunate that sometimes the contributions of overseas Indians for India are easily overlooked. For example, many business owners of Indian origin play a key role in improving India's exports to their adopted nations. India has been attempting to improve its manufacturing ability and is trying to push its Make in India initiative. Even in this aspect, the Indian diaspora is playing its part.
Along with China, a lot of us other South Asian countries, we also now have made a big push to source products from India. So that's something that we really made a strong move towards in the last few years. So a lot of our production we've shifted into bringing products in from India.
There is another key aspect that the Indian community in America plays a constructive role in. Their presence in America plays the role of a catalyst when it comes to the reception of the Indian delegates or leaders in America. Whether it is about raising the voice for India or raising funds to host Indian leaders and delegates in America, the Malani family in Texas has always been keen to contribute. After all, India-America relations are not restricted to the official meetings between delegates and leaders. They go far beyond that, and many experts feel that the significance of the Indian diaspora cannot be overlooked in the partnership between the two largest democracies of the world, which many regard as one of the defining partnerships of the 21st century. Having gratitude and devotion for both the adopted nation as well as for the nation of their birth is something that these Indians have mastered very well. Jugal Malani, who was born in Bidar in the northeastern part of Karnataka, has definitely come a long way, and from what I have known and understood so far, his story has every element to inspire those who struggle again and again only to become successful eventually. In India or abroad, meeting these successful Indians and learning about their approach and experience has been such a fascinating experience. Seeing India from their perspective has been very interesting and very refreshing in my journey of discovering India and Indians. See you again.